Hi everyone, it's Derek from the iReady podcast here, and this is my reaction to the 2-1 victory against St Johnstone in the Premiership today. Michael Beale in the pre-match video said that these 3 points are as vital as the Old Firm 3 points. We as fans knew that, and I think the players forgot about that for a large chunk of the game today because it wasn't the greatest of performances all round. We only really started to play when we went a goal down, and even then, after we equalised, it was still a pretty poor performance as well. But we got the 3 points, we dug deep. These iffy performances cannot keep going on though, and the team needs a good rocket up their arse sometimes because it was all down to their lethargy and their unwillingness to move. As soon as they started to do that, they got more chances than they got the goal. But that's something that the team is going to need to work on as a whole. But 3 points nonetheless, obviously delighted with that. There was 3 changes from the Old Firm game. We lined up McLaughlin, Tavernier, Balogun, Helander, Bassey, Davis, Aribo, Kamara, Kent, Roof and Morelos. On the subs bench were McGregor, Lundstrom, Simpson, Wright, Sakawa, Barisic and Arfield. So, interesting that Balogun takes his place again in the defence. You know, ready-made player in Barisic there, his natural position, but certainly he done more than enough in the Old Firm game to justify his position. First half overall, it was a poor first half by our standards, and it was really a nothing game. Our passing and crossing had been absolutely woeful at times, a lack of movement up front and a lack of overall pace in the game as well. Granted, St Johnstone were playing compact and defensive and hitting on the break, but it was easily broken down. We were just very lethargic, not moving about, and it's been a bad symptom of our play this season so far. Our best chance, if you can call it that, in the first half was in the 36th minute. Aribo got the ball outside the box on the right, squares it to Roof in the middle, who controls it, shifts to his other side and hits a shot which forces the keeper into a decent save and out for the corner. Really, there was nothing that St Johnstone done in the first half of note, to be honest, apart from maybe the 10th minute where there was a long ball down the left hand side by them. McLaughlin comes charging out of his box, clearly takes out O'Halloran, and it was a yellow card and a free kick. Correct decision, but well done McLaughlin for taking him out. Anyway, he did have cover, that was the only thing. Certainly I don't know if he's got any beef with O'Halloran, but he just wanted to take him out there anyway, so certainly could have been worse for us, quite obviously, but maybe a rush of blood to the head there. Just in the first half, there was too many anonymous players. I didn't even know Morelos was playing, to be honest, in the first half because he was doing absolutely nothing, and this has been his worst performance in some time for Rangers. We were looking for a lot more in the second half, a lot more pace and a lot more urgency, but really the second half started much like the first half, just lethargic, not moving about at all, until St Johnstone went a goal up on the 50th minute with, it had to be as well, O'Halloran scoring. It was a long ball down the left to O'Halloran. He drifted in to find the ball, one touch to control it, cuts inside, Helander slips in the box and a shot into the back of net. Route 1 football and a decent bit of skill and a bit of luck with your defender slipping as well, and the ball goes in the back of net. I've said it time and time again on pods, you can be doing everything right and all it takes is one wee mistake or one wee bit of luck and you go a goal down, and the same could be said about the Dundee United game earlier on, and once again the same was said about this game here. We were 1-0 down after having a bulk of the possession, although not doing a lot with it, and then just throughout one wee passage of play with a bit of luck, they get the goal. So it's something that the team really need to work on this season. However, thankfully, but also rather annoyingly, that's when the team came out their shell. It shouldn't take us going a goal down for the team to actually start to play and move and play with some pace. And that is really frustrating because we actually played some good football after that. 57th minute, those 3 words you'll love to hear: penalty to Rangers. Kent on the ball in the box, a lunge by the defender, and he was clearly taken out. Clear penalty, you can't argue whatsoever about it. Up steps Roof. That was quite interesting that Roof taking the penalty as well, with Tavernier being the recognised penalty taker. However, Roof steps up, shifts it to one side, sends it right down the middle, keeper dives to the left, in the back of net. Brilliant. And then there seems to be a bit of a stramash as well after. I'd never really seen it clearly. I seen was it Liam Craig, I think he went down like a sack of spuds where Morelos kind of was contact with Morelos, and there was 4 yellow cards dished out. Roof, Morelos and 2 St Johnstone players. Thereafter that, we had pretty much all the possession. St Johnstone again trying to hit on the break a couple of times. However, we did back off our pace again, and that was frustrating because we were on the ascendancy at that point. Should have went for another one. We nearly did get a quick second on the 60th minute with Tavernier having a shot, and it was just over the bar. A very lucky moment I felt for Roof on the 73rd minute when we had a cross in from the right. Morelos nods it down. The keeper saves it and had it in his hands. Roof knocks the ball out of the keeper's hands with his own hands and kicks it in the net. Very lucky, because that could have been a second yellow card there. However, it was ruled offside just beforehand, so I think we kind of got away with that one there. Certainly by the letter of the law, it was ruled offside, so the play after that didn't count. But had it been onside, I think we would have been down to 10 men at that point. Worrying moment on the 77th minute though, because Helander was stretchered off with an apparent knee injury and Simpson came on. So I think it was just the way he fell down and twisted his knee. That could be a serious one, and just when we've loaned out Katish as well, just typical us. But I know he wasn't really ready, but he's always back up there if we really need it. And then, just when you thought nothing else was going to come for us, up steps Tavernier on the 79th minute with an absolute stunner. Ball was moved from left to right with Sakala, who had just came on for Morelos. Tavernier gets the ball just outside the box, at the corner of the box on the right. He looks up, sees the keeper was off his line, and hits a peach of a shot. The ball goes up, it dips into the back of the net. It was very much like his free kick against Dundee United, only in open play this time. An absolute stunner. I thought he had absolutely ballooned it, but what a dip on that ball. Unbelievable goal from Tavernier once again. And there we saw out the game. So, as I said, really a poor performance by our standards. We really need to up our game, especially for the next game against Lyon on Thursday, because that's another, obviously, quite a big game. Opening game of the group stages of the Europa League. That's at 8 PM kickoff. So I'll be back with you with a post-match for that one, provided our stream doesn't go down. Dave and I, we won't be back this week, I don't think, but it'll probably be next week. We'll be back with a new podcast. As ever, you can go to our website, which is ireadypodcast.wordpress.com, and you can find most of the stuff that we do. So enjoy the rest of your weekend. Thanks for listening, and bye.